This is it. If you've been feeling the world subtly shift beneath your feet, you're not mistaken. Can you sense the veil between worlds is thinning? This isn't just another day. This is the dawn of a new reality, one that is being forged right now by the rare and potent conjunction of Saturn and Neptune. This cosmic event is not just an astronomical alignment, but a rare cosmic reset that has the power to reshape your life. And if you're not paying attention, you risk increased confusion and disorientation, being left behind as the world around you transforms. The conjunction of Saturn and Neptune is not a distant event in space. It is an active force that's pulling at the very fabric of your existence, creating a powerful internal tension between the need for structure and the longing for something beyond the mundane. This is no ordinary planetary alignment. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event that carries with it a unique and transformative energy, a cosmic reset button that is demanding a personal reckoning. It is not merely happening in the skies, it's resonating deep within your soul, forcing an evaluation of not just your personal constructs, but your very relationship with your own reality. This conjunction is a catalyst for a new way of being, a new way of relating to your deepest self and the world around you, and will require you to actively participate, to move with its currents, or risk being swept away. It will affect you on all levels, from your innermost emotions and thoughts to your relationships, work, and life circumstances, causing a disruption that will impact you both internally and externally. Do not mistake this disruption for meaningless chaos. Rather, it is a dismantling of limiting constructs, making space for something new, something more congruent, something more true to who you are meant to be. At the heart of this powerful conjunction lies a fundamental duality, the clashing energies of Saturn and Neptune, a cosmic push and pull between restriction and liberation, between clarity and confusion, and between the earthly and the spiritual. Saturn, the planet of discipline, responsibility, and structure, represents the limitations of the material world, while Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and spirituality, embodies the boundless expanse of the unseen. It's these opposing energies, now in a cosmic embrace, that create the intense internal conflict you might be feeling right now. This yearning for something more coupled with the very real weight of your responsibilities and commitments. This inherent tension is not something to be feared, but rather understood as an essential component of the transformative process, as the energy seeks to both deconstruct and rebuild, to break down old patterns and integrate new ways of being. This powerful conjunction is not happening in a vacuum. It is taking place now, with its most potent effects happening over a specific window of time, creating an energy unlike anything you have ever experienced. While many will remain completely oblivious to its profound significance, those who are attuned, those who can feel the shift, are meant to leverage this for their personal evolution. This is a message meant for you, if you are watching this now, because you are not among those who will passively let this transformative period pass by unnoticed. This video is for those who are ready to understand, to engage, and to evolve with the powerful currents of this cosmic reset. The question is, are you truly ready to feel the profound shifts that are now underway? Are you prepared to meet your deepest self? Because what you're experiencing now is only the beginning. The effects of this conjunction aren't subtle, they're immediate, and they are reshaping your reality right now. Have you felt a sudden, almost jarring shift in your sense of stability? Perhaps a disorientation that's hard to put into words, like the ground beneath you has become uncertain. Or maybe it's a feeling of being ungrounded, a lightheadedness that comes and goes without explanation. This isn't a coincidence. This is the direct impact of Saturn and Neptune's energies colliding, creating a ripple effect through your entire life and the world around you. You might notice that the very air seems to vibrate with a different frequency and that the rhythm of your days has become erratic. Your thoughts may feel scattered, your emotions amplified, and your intuition is likely pushing you to pay attention. Are you noticing small things becoming huge, while what you thought was important suddenly feels meaningless. This is the conjunction manifesting in real time in your life. It's not something to observe from a distance, it's something to engage with deeply, intentionally, and completely, because the intensity will only continue to escalate for those who try to ignore the change. This conjunction is not just a rare astrological event, it is a monumental cosmic reset that occurs only once in a generation, a convergence of energies so potent that it has the power to alter the very course of your destiny. This isn't hyperbole, it's a fundamental truth. The rarity of this event is precisely why its transformative power is so profound. The unique combination of Saturn's restrictive force and Neptune's boundless energy creates a celestial crucible, a place of intense pressure and possibility that is designed to bring about deep change, both internally and externally. It's like the universe has taken a breath, and it's now exhaling a completely new pattern, and you are part of this new expression whether you are aware of it or not. This is a period of unparalleled potential, an opportunity to align with your highest self, your truest expression, and to move beyond the limitations of your past. But the doorway closes eventually, and those who miss this window of opportunity will find that they have a harder time with each new day. If you try to ignore this conjunction, to treat it like any other moment, you will miss the opportunities that are being presented to you, the synchronicities that are meant to guide you, and the deeper understanding of your own self and circumstances that could radically change your life for the better. The energy of the conjunction will only amplify any unresolved issues, any old wounds, and any limiting beliefs. It will feel like your past is becoming more intense as these issues fight for your attention, and they will not be ignored. You may experience more frequent and intense feelings of confusion, frustration, or overwhelm, and if you try to resist this process, you will find yourself in a state of greater internal conflict. Those who remain oblivious will not understand the messages and the signs, or they will misinterpret them as chaos instead of seeing them as guidance. Remember, what you ignore will only grow stronger, and this is not an energy that you can outrun or outsmart. This is why it's so important to meet this moment with open eyes and intention. You are not like most people. You are here, watching this, feeling the shift. This is not a coincidence. You have been guided to this message because you are among those who are sensitive to the subtle energies of the cosmos, and you have the capacity to deeply understand their meaning. You are meant to receive this information, to recognize the signs, and to use this conjunction for your personal evolution, and that understanding comes with a responsibility to not ignore your inner knowing. This sensitivity is a gift, but it also requires that you actively engage with the processes that are now underway. The fact that you are here is a testament to your intuition, to your receptivity, and to your willingness to step into your power and move with these powerful currents that are reshaping everything. You are ready, and that is why you are here. Let's delve deeper into the mechanics of this event, beginning with Saturn. Saturn's energy is like a firm hand, placing limits, setting boundaries, and reinforcing structures. It is the force that brings responsibility, that asks you to meet your obligations, and that reminds you of your commitments. This is why you might be feeling an increased sense of duty or an unyielding need to maintain your routines, even if they no longer serve you. It's not unusual for Saturn to manifest as feeling trapped by your responsibilities, like you are carrying a heavy burden, or as if you are living a life that is too rigid, too structured, and too confined. These feelings are not random. They are the direct influence of Saturn's energy, which can feel like you are being held back, or as if you are being forced to confront the practical realities of your life. Are you seeing now the ways you restrict yourself in your daily life, or how you are making decisions based on external pressures? These are the questions that Saturn's energy is asking. And then there is Neptune. Neptune's energy is like the ocean, boundless, fluid, and mysterious. It is the planet of dreams, intuition, spirituality, and all things that cannot be defined by logic or reason. This is why you may feel intense emotions rising to the surface, a deep longing for something more than what you currently have, or a vivid dream life that is pulling at your waking hours. It can manifest as a desire to escape the mundane, to explore the depths of your creative spirit, or to lose yourself in the vastness of the unseen. Unlike Saturn's clear structure, Neptune dissolves boundaries and blurs lines, making it hard to stay grounded or clear in your actions and intentions. Have you been feeling an increase in your desire to explore your creative self, or a need to connect to something larger than yourself? These are all the ways Neptune's energy is manifesting for you now. When these two opposing forces collide during this conjunction, it creates a powerful tension, an energetic friction that can manifest as feelings of disorientation, emotional intensity, and overwhelm. This friction is not meant to be comfortable, but it is designed to challenge you, to push you beyond your comfort zones, and to force you to confront what you would normally ignore. You might find that your emotions feel amplified, swinging between extremes of clarity and confusion, between a deep sense of connection and a profound sense of isolation. This is not chaos, this is a recalibration. You might feel an inner conflict between your need for safety, Saturn, and your desire for freedom, Neptune, like you are being pulled in two opposite directions. It's like your soul is fighting for its truth and its expression. Are you seeing the ways you are pulled between the familiar and the unknown, between the practical and the ideal? These are the battlegrounds that this conjunction is creating. Think of your relationships. You might be feeling tension, like things are falling apart, Saturn, while at the same time experiencing a deeper level of emotional connection than ever before, Neptune. Perhaps you feel the weight of your responsibilities in your career, Saturn, and yet also an undeniable pull to pursue a creative passion, Neptune, or a new career path that feels like a leap of faith. In your daily routines, you might feel trapped by the mundane, Saturn, yet drawn to explore spiritual practices or creative pursuits that feel like a portal to another dimension, Neptune. You might find that your inner state fluctuates wildly, oscillating between feeling grounded and ungrounded, between feeling clear and confused, between feeling restricted and expansive. These are not random occurrences, but rather direct manifestations of the opposing energies of Saturn and Neptune clashing within you and around you. This is designed to bring you to your knees so that you might rise again. This conjunction is also dissolving the veil between worlds, making the spiritual realms more accessible and allowing for a greater exchange of energy between the seen and the unseen. It's as if a door has been opened and the light is pouring through, illuminating the hidden dimensions of existence. This thinning of the veil creates a pathway for increased intuition, for receiving spiritual messages, and for feeling the presence of unseen forces and guides who are now closer than ever. This is not just a philosophical concept, but it is a tangible experience that you can perceive, that you can feel, and that you can engage with. You might notice a heightened sense of awareness, a feeling like you are no longer alone on this journey, and that you are being actively guided by forces greater than yourself. Are you feeling the subtle pull of the cosmos in ways you've never noticed before? Because that's the effect of this moment. You might find that you're experiencing an increase in synchronicities, these seemingly random coincidences that carry a deeper meaning. Perhaps you keep seeing the same numbers, or you encounter the same symbol repeatedly, or you meet people who seem to be stepping directly out of your dreams. These are not random occurrences, but rather coded messages from the universe, meant to guide you, to confirm your path, and to provide you with the clarity that you seek. You may also notice an increase in the vividness of your dreams, as your subconscious mind is now more readily accessible, offering you insights and guidance through the language of symbols and metaphors. Are you paying attention to the signs, or are you writing them off as mere coincidence? Because these are not coincidences. You are not alone on this journey. You may feel watched, guided, or supported by unseen entities, by spiritual guides, by your own higher self, or even by ancestors that have walked before you. These beings are present to offer assistance, support, and protection, and to guide you through this intense period of transformation. However, it's important to approach these experiences with both openness and discernment. Just because something is unseen doesn't mean it's automatically aligned with your highest good, and so it's vital that you maintain your personal authority and that you check in with your inner knowing. You are being asked to trust, but to also be critical in the information that you take in. The perception of these entities is unique to each individual, depending on their unique spiritual makeup and resonance, and it is vital that you listen to your own inner knowing. Are you ready to handle who or what might be watching you? Because it's likely that you are already experiencing their presence. To navigate this powerful energy, it's important to engage with practices that can help you to access your intuition, to stay grounded, and to connect with the wisdom that is available to you during this time. Engaging in regular meditation can help you to quiet the mind, allowing you to receive the messages that are being transmitted to you. Journaling your thoughts, feelings, and dreams can help you to understand the deeper patterns that are emerging and what is asking for your attention. Spending time in nature can help you to reconnect to the earth, to find a sense of peace, and to receive the guidance that nature is always freely offering. Engaging in breathwork or conscious movement can help you to release trapped energy and to open up to new possibilities. These practices are not just self-care, they are vital tools for navigating the intensity of this conjunction, and they will be a great source of support during this time of transformation. This is not a time to be a passive observer. This is a time to be an active participant in your own transformation. This conjunction is demanding that you take responsibility for how you engage with these energies, that you make choices that align with your deepest truth, and that you let go of everything that no longer serves you. This is about moving out of the role of victim and into the role of the creator. You can no longer stand by, hoping that things will change. You must engage with the processes that are now underway, with intention, with clarity, and with a deep sense of knowing that you are not alone. Now is the time to claim your authority, to make decisions that are in alignment with your authentic self, and to move forward with courage and conviction. What does it look like to be fully responsible for your life, here and now? Because that's the question this moment is asking you. This conjunction is giving you the opportunity to release the structures that no longer serve you and to rebuild a life that is in alignment with your highest potential, using Saturn's revealing of the restrictions as a map for what to dissolve with Neptune. The discomfort that you are feeling is not a mistake. It is the necessary process of dismantling outdated systems, both internal and external, that have been holding you back. Now is the time to look at what needs to be dissolved: the limiting beliefs, the outdated habits, the toxic relationships, and the unfulfilled dreams. And once you clear away the old, then you can begin to rebuild, using the raw materials of your authentic desires, creating a life that is more aligned, more fulfilling, and more true to who you are meant to be. What old structures are ready to dissolve so that you may rebuild them into something completely new, because that's what this moment is designed to support you to do. This is a crossroads, a critical moment in your journey that is demanding a deep and honest self-assessment. What limiting beliefs or behaviors are ready to be released? What old structures are no longer supporting you and are now ready to be dissolved? What is your heart longing for that has been set aside or ignored? What kind of life do you truly want to create? What does authentic living look like to you? These are the questions that you must ask yourself and that you must meet with honesty and courage. This is not a time to shy away from the uncomfortable truths, but rather to confront them with compassion, with grace, and with the intention to create something more aligned. This is an invitation to step into your power, to release the past, to forgive who you were, and to step boldly into who you are meant to become. Your authentic self awaits. Do not keep it waiting. Thank you for your presence and for your commitment to your own growth. This conjunction is a message meant for you specifically, and you are here for a reason. The universe is not random. It is a complex, intelligent, and conscious system that is actively supporting your evolution, and it's vital that you move with the tides of change. This is a powerful moment, and it's happening for you, and that's why you are here. The transformation is underway, and it will not stop until you've moved through all of the various aspects that this change will trigger, and you are ready to meet them with an open heart, an open mind, and a deep sense of knowing that you are supported. And this is just the beginning. The benefits of this transformation are immense, and they are already rippling through the very fabric of your existence. You can expect to feel an increase in your spiritual insight, which will allow you to navigate this world with more clarity and understanding, to experience more meaningful relationships, and to align with people who support your highest good, and to feel a greater sense of purpose as you align with your authentic self and your unique gifts. This is a time of great potential, a time of great growth, and a time of profound healing. The old is passing away, and something new is emerging, and you are an active participant in this process. You are moving forward, always, and this journey will continue to propel you towards your highest destiny. Now, as we move forward, be aware that 2025 is on the horizon, and it's not something to be ignored. Consider this experience now as your preparation for what's to come, for the events that will continue to challenge, support, and transform you, because the energy is not slowing down. It's just changing. Be ready for the next phase, because it is already on its way. Please leave any questions in the comments, because your story is an essential part of this journey. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content. The effects are not something that you're reading about in a book or an article online. This conjunction is actively reshaping your reality at this very moment, and you might be noticing very specific, tangible shifts in your immediate environment. Have you noticed unusual delays or sudden cancellations? Are your thoughts more chaotic, more unclear than usual, like you are trying to wade through thick fog? Is there a particular task that you have been putting off and is now feeling completely impossible to begin, let alone complete? Perhaps you've misplaced important items, or maybe you have found that you're having difficulty communicating with the people closest to you. These are not random occurrences, but rather the direct manifestations of Saturn and Neptune's potent energy impacting your daily life, disrupting your routines, and causing things to feel more difficult, more strained, and more confusing. This isn't just some abstract concept. This is a direct and immediate shift, and it's happening to you right now in real time. These immediate experiences are all connected to the larger themes of this conjunction, a deep clearing, and a fundamental restructuring of your internal and external world. And the sooner you acknowledge these subtle, yet powerful shifts, the sooner you can begin to work with this energy instead of being swept away by it. This specific conjunction is exceptionally powerful due to the rare combination of Saturn's restrictive, disciplined energy and Neptune's expansive, dissolving influence. These two seemingly opposing forces are colliding with unique intensity, creating a potent catalyst for personal and collective evolution. It's not just another astrological event. This is a moment that will mark a pivotal shift in your life and the trajectory of your personal journey. It's an invitation to consciously step into a more intentional life, to move beyond the limitations of your past, and to embrace the vast potential of your future. This is a time when the choices you make, the actions you take, and the intentions you set carry greater weight, and that this makes it essential that you approach this period with mindfulness and self-awareness. What may feel like just another confusing day is actually a profound moment where the path you are choosing is setting you up for what is to come. And it's vital to take notice, pay attention, and choose carefully what direction you are moving in. If you choose to ignore this conjunction or dismiss it as something that is external to your experience, the consequences will not be insignificant, and the internal conflict, the emotional intensity, and the sense of confusion will only become more amplified and more difficult to manage. You might find that you are repeating the same mistakes, that you are entangled in old patterns, and that you are missing out on the opportunities that are directly in front of you. You might also experience a sense of being left behind, as others around you embrace the change, while you remain stuck in the past. Perhaps you will experience repeated cancellations, missed opportunities, and a greater sense of frustration. This will not make it easier or cause this powerful energy to simply go away. If anything, it will create a greater degree of disorientation and an inability to recognize the very synchronicities that are meant to guide you. This is why it is vital that you not ignore the signs and that you move with the tides of change, because what you ignore will only grow stronger, and this powerful energy cannot be outrun or outsmarted. It demands that you pay attention. You are not like most people, you are here, and you are feeling the subtle energies of this conjunction. You are guided to this message because you are among those who are attuned to the deeper currents of the universe, and your presence here is a testament to your inner knowing and to your capacity for transformation. You are here to actively participate in this cosmic event and to use its energy to propel yourself forward on your unique spiritual journey. The messages and information that are being shared here are meant for you personally, and it is not a coincidence that you have found this video at this time. You might have felt the urge to be alone, to change your diet, to move your body differently, or even to deepen your spiritual practices. These impulses are all connected to the energy of this conjunction, which is directly speaking to you through your intuition, through your feelings, and through your experiences. And it's important to honor that inner knowing and to move with intention, because you are ready. Now let's delve deeper into the dynamics of Saturn's restrictive energy, how it manifests in your daily experience, and what it means for your personal evolution. Saturn's energy is like a firm hand that is guiding, restricting, and asking you to take responsibility. It manifests as feelings of limitation, a sense of being weighed down by your obligations, and an awareness of the structures that define your world. You may find that you feel trapped by your commitments, routines, and the expectations of others, as if you are confined to a life that is too rigid, too practical, and too demanding. This can create a sense of heaviness, a feeling that you are carrying a burden that is not yours to bear. It's important to understand that Saturn is not your enemy. It is a force that is asking you to examine the boundaries you have created and the commitments you have made, and to determine if they are truly aligned with your highest self. Are you feeling the weight of your obligations right now, and are you starting to see how you may have built some of the structures that are now holding you back? Because that's Saturn's influence showing up in your life. Neptune's energy, on the other hand, is like a vast, boundless ocean that dissolves all boundaries and blurs the lines between the real and the ideal. It's the planet of dreams, intuition, spirituality, and the hidden dimensions of existence, and it can often manifest as feelings of overwhelm, emotional intensity, and a deep longing for something that you cannot quite grasp. You might feel a heightened sensitivity to your surroundings, a tendency to become easily moved by art, by music, or by acts of kindness, and you might also find that you are more easily brought to tears by both sadness and joy. You might feel a sense of confusion, a difficulty in focusing, and a desire to escape from the mundane. You might also have an unyielding pull to pursue your spiritual or creative passions, or to explore the unseen dimensions of your consciousness. This is Neptune's influence on your life, and it's dissolving the structures that Saturn is highlighting and creating space for something new to grow. Are you feeling this longing, this pull, this desire to break away from all of the limitations and to fully step into your dreams? Because that's the energy that is washing over you now. The tension between these two opposing forces, the structure of Saturn and the fluidity of Neptune, creates a unique and often uncomfortable experience as these two powerful energies collide. You may find yourself feeling pulled in two different directions, as if you are being asked to choose between the practical and the ideal, between the safety of the known and the vastness of the unknown. This internal conflict can manifest as feelings of confusion, disorientation, and overwhelm, as you struggle to reconcile these seemingly contradictory forces within yourself. You might feel a pull towards your spiritual path or a longing for a creative project, but you may also feel the weight of your responsibilities holding you back, or fear that you might fail if you actually pursue what your heart desires. It's like your inner world is being stretched and pulled as you are being asked to integrate the very real and the very ideal. Are you aware of the ways these two forces are clashing inside of you, causing internal conflict and dissonance? Because that's the nature of this conjunction. Consider the impact on your relationships. You might be feeling an intense need for connection, a desire to merge with another, and yet you also might be feeling a need for independence, a need for personal space, and a need to establish clear boundaries. In your career, you might be feeling the pressure of your responsibilities, the need to perform, and the desire to prove yourself, and yet you might also be feeling a pull towards a more creative expression, a desire to pursue something more meaningful, something more authentic to your heart and your soul. In your daily routines, you might feel trapped by the mundane, the repetitive, and the practical, while also yearning for a deeper connection to nature or a spiritual practice, or simply a break from the constant demands of your life. These are just a few examples of how the energies of Saturn and Neptune are impacting your life, creating friction, tension, and a deep sense of internal conflict, both in your external world and your internal experience. This is the clash of these two forces, and it's meant to break you open, not to break you down. This conjunction is also thinning the veil between the worlds and making it easier to access the spiritual realms. This means that the boundary between the seen and the unseen, between the physical and the non-physical, is becoming more permeable, and this opens up new pathways for greater intuitive insights, for receiving spiritual messages, and for feeling the presence of unseen entities or guides. It's as if a door has been opened or a curtain has been pulled back, revealing the deeper dimensions of reality that have always existed, but are now more easily accessible. You might notice an increased sense of knowing, a feeling that you are not alone on this journey, and that you are being actively supported by forces that are both seen and unseen, and that they are closer than ever. Are you feeling a greater sense of connection to something beyond the ordinary, a sense of wonder and mystery that is calling you forward? Because this is the thinning of the veil, and the light is pouring through. The synchronicities that you are experiencing are not random occurrences, they are not mere coincidences, but rather they are deliberate spiritual messages that are designed to guide you, to confirm your path, and to provide you with the clarity that you seek. You might be noticing repeating numbers, such as 11, 222, or 333 appearing in various places, or you might encounter the same symbol repeatedly, whether in your dreams, in nature, or even in everyday encounters. You might be having incredibly vivid dreams, dreams that feel incredibly real, dreams that are pulling at your waking consciousness. You might be having sudden insights or bursts of creative inspiration that seem to appear out of nowhere, or you might find that you are meeting the right people at the right time, that you are experiencing unexpected events that feel highly significant and highly charged. These are all signs, all messages, and all part of the spiritual support system that is being activated during this time of profound transformation. Do you see the meaning behind these signs? Because they are guiding you towards your highest path. You are not alone on this journey, and the thinning of the veil can also make you more aware of the unseen entities, of the spiritual guides, and of the ancestors that are present to offer support, guidance, and protection during this time of intense change. You might feel watched, or supported, or guided by a force or a being that feels both familiar and yet beyond your ordinary perception. These beings are there to assist you, to help you navigate the complexities of your life, and to remind you of your own inherent power and the importance of trusting your intuition and inner knowing. However, it is important to maintain discernment and to remain grounded, even when engaging with these unseen forces. While most of them are there to assist you, Not every entity that appears is aligned with your highest good, and so you must trust your own inner guidance and only work with those energies that resonate with your truth and your personal authority. Because ultimately, you are the final arbiter of what is true and what is not. Are you willing to trust what you are feeling and what you are perceiving? Because this is a vital part of this process. To navigate the energy of this conjunction effectively, it's essential to engage in practices that support your connection to your intuition, to your spiritual guides, and to your inner wisdom. Meditation, for example, can help you to quiet your mind and to access the deeper levels of your consciousness, opening up the pathways for clear messages and insights to flow. Journaling can help you to process your experiences, to reflect on the meaning of your dreams, and to uncover the patterns that are emerging in your life. Spending time in nature can help you to feel grounded and to reconnect with the earth, while also providing a sense of peace and calm in the chaos. Engaging in breathwork or conscious movement can help you to release the trapped energy and to expand your awareness of your body and your unique energetic system. All of these practices are vital tools that will help you to navigate this energy with clarity, with grace, and with purpose. But know that the answers lie within you. These practices simply assist you in remembering that truth. This is not a time to be passive, but a time to step into your power and to take full responsibility for the choices you make and the actions you take. You are the architect of your own destiny, and you are fully capable of navigating this powerful energy with awareness and intention. It's not about sitting back and hoping that things will somehow change. It's about actively engaging with the forces that are shaping your life and moving forward with courage, clarity, and conviction. It's about taking ownership of your inner world and the outer world and aligning the two in order to create an authentic and fulfilling life. And it begins with conscious choice. Are you ready to claim your power and to move forward with intention? Because this is what this moment demands of you. This conjunction is designed to support you as you release the structures, the beliefs, and the behaviors that are no longer aligned with your highest good, and to rebuild a life that truly reflects your authentic self. It's about examining the parts of your life that no longer fit, the relationships that are draining you, the jobs that are unfulfilling, and the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. This process may feel messy, it may feel uncomfortable, and it may even feel destabilizing at times, but it is essential for your growth and transformation. This isn't about just letting go of what doesn't work. It's about actively choosing what you want to create, with intention, with clarity, and with a deep sense of knowing that you are supported by a universe that is always conspiring for your highest good. What do you need to let go of in order to step fully into the life that is waiting for you? Because that's the process that is now unfolding. This period of intense change requires a deep and honest self-assessment and a willingness to take accountability for your inner world and your outer world. What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back? What are the old structures that are no longer supporting you? What are the patterns that you keep repeating that do not serve your highest good? What do you truly desire, and what steps can you take to align yourself with your intentions? It's not enough to simply identify these patterns. You have to be willing to do the work and take the action that will lead you towards your desired future. This is about taking responsibility for your own evolution and embracing the messiness of transformation as an essential part of the process. Because true clarity only emerges after you have moved through the chaos. What old structures are you now ready to dissolve, and how will you rebuild them in a more conscious and intentional way? Because these are the questions you are being asked to contemplate, and it's important to answer them honestly. Embrace the messiness of change, because the most profound transformations often occur during the most uncomfortable times. Don't be afraid of the chaos, the uncertainty, or the intense emotions that are rising to the surface, as these are all essential aspects of the process. The path of growth is not linear, it's cyclical, and sometimes it requires that you break things down completely before you can build them back up again. Don't expect it to be easy, but know that it will be worth it. As you embrace the chaos, as you navigate the uncertainty, and as you allow the emotions to flow freely, you will emerge with a greater sense of clarity, purpose, and authenticity. This is the journey of self-discovery, and it is an ongoing process. It's time to take the leap and move into your new story. What does authentic living look like to you, and are you willing to embrace the messiness it will take to create it? Because this conjunction is your invitation to do just that. Thank you for your commitment, for your presence, and for your courage in facing these powerful energies with intention, with curiosity, and with a deep sense of self-knowing. This conjunction was a personal message meant for you, and it was timed perfectly for your unique spiritual journey and your personal evolution. It's a testament to your sensitivity and your willingness to move with the tides of change. The transformation is underway, and it will not stop until you have moved through all of the layers and have emerged stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your authentic self. And it's only the beginning. As you move through this transformative period, you can expect to experience a deeper level of spiritual insight, a greater sense of clarity, and a stronger connection to your own intuition and inner knowing. You will experience more authentic relationships, ones that are grounded in truth, in mutual respect, and in genuine understanding. You can also expect to feel a greater sense of purpose as you align with your unique gifts, your passions, and your highest calling. The old is passing away, and something new is emerging, something more aligned, more authentic, and more fulfilling. And you are an active participant in this unfolding process, and you are supported on every level of your being. It's time to move into your new way of being. As we move forward, know that the upcoming solar flare of November 17th will continue to activate these energies, and that it's not something to be ignored. Consider this current experience as your preparation for what is to come, for the events that will continue to challenge, support, and transform you, and know that the universe is always conspiring for your highest good. Be ready for the next phase, as it's already on its way. Please leave any questions in the comments, because your story is an essential part of this collective journey. And please like this video and subscribe for more insightful content as we continue to explore the deeper mysteries of the cosmos. Until next time, take care, and may your path be filled with light and understanding. The shifts you are experiencing are not isolated incidents, but rather they are interconnected manifestations of the same underlying energy, playing out in both your inner and your outer world. Perhaps you have meticulously planned out a work project, only to find that unexpected delays, miscommunications, or unforeseen obstacles have completely derailed your efforts. Or maybe you have finally set aside time to do a creative endeavor, and you suddenly find yourself uninspired, distracted, and completely unable to focus on what you had been looking forward to doing. These are not just random setbacks, they are direct reflections of the Saturn-Neptune conjunction disrupting your well-laid plans and creating the very necessary chaos that is needed for the new to emerge. And you are not just experiencing it in your work. Perhaps in your most intimate relationships, there is a similar sense of strain. Have you noticed that conversations with your partner or your friends are suddenly filled with tension, misunderstandings, or a sense of distance that seems to have appeared out of nowhere? Or maybe you are finding yourself unusually triggered by people that you normally feel very close to, causing you to question the validity of the bond that you had thought was unbreakable. It is as if the rug has been pulled out from under you, causing a sense of disorientation and making you question the very foundations of your life and the people in it. These are not isolated events, but rather the ways in which the conjunction is playing out in the tangible aspects of your life, and these outer experiences directly reflect the inner turmoil that you are feeling, making it impossible to ignore the powerful influence of this event. The emotional and physical manifestations of this conjunction are just as palpable, and they often come in a very specific duality, like two sides of the same coin. On one hand, you might be experiencing the restrictive, heavy energy of Saturn, causing you to feel trapped, limited, and weighed down by your responsibilities, as if you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You might feel anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed by the demands of your daily life, and this can often manifest as a tightness in your chest or a constant feeling of unease that seems to have no clear source. And on the other side of that duality, you are feeling the influence of Neptune, creating a desire for escape, an overwhelming longing for something more, and an intense sense of emotional overwhelm that seems to wash over you like a tidal wave. You might find yourself oscillating between feeling incredibly sensitive and deeply empathic to feeling completely disconnected and numb, unable to fully engage with the world around you. And this emotional push and pull is further complicated by physical symptoms, such as feeling ungrounded, dizzy, or lightheaded, as if you are not fully present in your body, and sometimes that might be accompanied by an inexplicable sense of fatigue or nausea, as your body struggles to keep up with the massive energetic shift that is currently underway. Perhaps you are also experiencing vivid, intense dreams that leave you feeling restless and disoriented, or maybe you are finding it impossible to fall asleep, even though your body feels completely exhausted as the energetic waves wash through you, disrupting your rest and your waking life. These seemingly opposing sensations are not random. They are two sides of the same coin, the direct manifestations of the colliding energies of Saturn and Neptune, and they are asking you to find the space between them. The effects on your personal relationships are also incredibly revealing. Perhaps your romantic partnership feels strained, with misunderstandings, miscommunications, and a sense of distance that seems impossible to bridge. You may feel an intense need for connection, a deep longing for intimacy, but you also might find yourself needing space, needing boundaries, or needing to disconnect altogether. It's as if you are caught between a desire for merging and a simultaneous pull for independence. In your friendships, you might discover that some of your closest bonds are being tested, that old resentments are resurfacing, or that you are questioning the depth of your connections. You may find that you are becoming more aware of the power dynamics in your relationships, or that you are starting to recognize the ways in which you may have been compromising your own needs in order to please others. In your family, long-standing patterns of behavior and communication may become more apparent, as if the veil has been lifted and you can see those closest to you more clearly than ever before. Perhaps you will find that some members of your family are suddenly more difficult to be around, while others feel like the true safe haven that you have always needed, as this conjunction causes you to reevaluate every single relationship that you hold with a new level of clarity and discernment. And it is through these relationship dynamics that the real impact of the conjunction becomes more apparent, and it's not something that you can ignore. The internal tension that you're experiencing is a direct reflection of the push and pull dynamic of Saturn and Neptune, and that internal conflict is causing you to feel like you are being torn in two different directions. You might feel a strong need for stability, structure, and predictability in your life, a desire for things to remain the same, while also feeling an undeniable pull towards the unknown, a longing for something more, or a desire to break free from all of the limitations that have been placed on you. Perhaps you are experiencing an intense desire for control, an attempt to manage every aspect of your life and your relationships, while also feeling a simultaneous urge to surrender, to let go, and to allow the universe to guide you. You might feel a need for clarity and certainty, a desire to have all of the answers, and yet at the very same time, you might be feeling a strong pull towards mystery, a sense of wonder, and a longing for the unknown. It's like your inner world is a battlefield, where two powerful forces are constantly clashing, creating a constant state of internal tension that can make it difficult to make decisions, to trust your intuition, or to simply relax and to be present in the moment. Perhaps you are being asked to accept that the answers will not come from the mind, but from the heart, and that you must be willing to embrace the journey of not knowing, while still honoring your need for stability and structure. This is not a comfortable experience, but it is essential to your growth and to your personal evolution, and the more you resist it, the more intense the discomfort will be. As the veil between worlds thins, the opportunities for clearer communication with the spiritual realm and heightened intuition become more prominent. This is not something that is simply happening to you. It is something that you are experiencing directly as a part of your own personal evolution and growth. This thinning of the veil makes it easier for you to connect with your higher self, with your spiritual guides, and with the collective consciousness, opening up channels for insights, downloads, and messages from beyond the ordinary. It's as if the volume has been turned up, and you are more aware of the subtle energies that are always present, but are now more easily perceived, and that this is not a passive experience, it is a direct and personal interaction with the spiritual realms that have always been there, waiting for you to tune in. You might find yourself more receptive to the whispers of your intuition, to the subtle nudges that are guiding you on your path, or to the insights that are spontaneously arising from the depths of your subconscious mind. You might have the sense that you are receiving direct guidance from entities that are both seen and unseen, that you are being watched, protected, and supported on your journey, and you might find that you are having increased instances of clear knowing and the kind of unshakable faith that can only come from true spiritual contact. It is in these moments that you will truly understand the profound significance of this conjunction and how deeply it is impacting not only your life, but the very fabric of reality itself. And these experiences are personal, subjective, and unique to you, as your specific spiritual makeup determines how you will interact with these heightened energies. The increased spiritual awareness that you are experiencing can be understood through the lens of Jungian concepts, particularly the idea of archetypes. As the veil thins, unconscious patterns and forces within your psyche can become more readily apparent, rising to the surface to be recognized, addressed, and ultimately integrated. Archetypes such as the shadow, the hero, or the healer can manifest in your life, often in the form of specific situations, relationships, or internal experiences. The shadow, for example, can represent the repressed aspects of yourself, the parts that you have disowned or denied, and they may appear in the form of negative emotions, challenging behaviors, or repeated patterns that you cannot seem to break free from. The hero archetype might call you to step into your power, to overcome your limitations, and to face your fears, while the healer archetype can prompt you to offer compassion, support, and understanding to yourself and to others. These archetypes are not just theoretical constructs, they are active forces that are shaping your experience, and they are emerging now, during this conjunction, in order to be addressed and fully integrated into your conscious awareness. Perhaps you are now being asked to look at these hidden aspects of yourself and see them not as enemies, but as powerful allies, as you begin to consciously engage with the full spectrum of your being, bringing both the light and the shadow into the light of awareness. The subtle signs and symbols that you are encountering are not random coincidences. They are specific messages from the universe, your inner wisdom, and your spiritual guides. Recurring numbers such as 1111, 222, 333, or 444 may appear repeatedly on clocks, license plates, or receipts. These numbers are not just random patterns. They are specific codes that are meant to convey a particular message, a confirmation that you are on the right path, an encouragement to stay aligned with your intentions, or an invitation to step into a deeper spiritual purpose. You may encounter an animal that keeps appearing in your life, either in real life or through images. Each animal carries its own symbolic meaning, and the recurring appearance of a specific animal may be a message from your spirit guides or your inner wisdom, inviting you to embrace the qualities of that particular creature, its wisdom, its strength, or its unique power. Your dreams might also be filled with potent imagery, symbolic characters, and profound messages that are designed to provide you with insight into your subconscious mind and the inner workings of your soul. These are not just fleeting images, they are deeply coded messages that are waiting to be deciphered, and they are asking you to pay attention, to interpret, and to allow the meaning of the signs to guide you forward on your journey, and not just to see them as random and insignificant events. During this time of heightened spiritual awareness, it is vital that you engage in practices that support your connection with your intuition and your inner knowing. Meditation, for example, can help you to quiet the chatter of your mind and to access the deeper levels of your consciousness, opening you to the insights, the wisdom, and the clarity that is waiting to be revealed. This practice does not have to be rigid. It can be a few minutes of conscious breathing or the simple act of paying attention to the space between your thoughts, allowing you to drop into the silence where your truth is most readily available. Journaling can also help you to process your emotions and to track the patterns that are emerging in your life, providing you with a deeper understanding of the specific challenges and the opportunities that are currently at play. By allowing your thoughts and feelings to flow freely onto the page, you can access the wisdom of your subconscious mind and gain greater clarity about your path. Breathwork can help you to release trapped energy and expand your awareness of your body and your unique energetic system, allowing you to become more present and more grounded in the midst of chaos. Spending time in nature can also provide you with a sense of calm and peace. It allows you to remember your connection to the earth and to all of life, and can help you to restore your balance and to reconnect with your inner wisdom. These practices are all simple, practical, and accessible to everyone, and they are powerful tools for navigating the intense energies of this conjunction. This conjunction is not an experience that is happening to you. It is something that you are actively co-creating with your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions, and your choices, which means that you have a vital role to play in your own transformation. It is your responsibility to take an active part in navigating this powerful energy, to make conscious choices, and to commit to your own evolution, recognizing that true transformation requires a willingness to step into the unknown, to embrace the chaos, and to release the limiting patterns that are holding you back. This is not a time to passively wait for things to happen. This is a time to step into your own personal power and to take full responsibility for your inner world and your outer reality. Your current experience is a direct result of the choices that you have made and the actions you have taken up to this point, and this is a call to claim that power. This is not an external force that is acting upon you. It is a catalyst that is inviting you to become a more conscious participant in your own journey, by aligning your actions with your highest intentions and accepting accountability for all of your choices. The release of old structures, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve you is an essential part of your transformation. Perhaps you will decide to change your daily routine, to wake up earlier, or to commit to a regular spiritual practice. Or maybe you might find that you are shifting your perspective about one of your closest relationships, allowing old wounds to heal and setting healthier boundaries that honor your needs. Or perhaps you are ready to give up a habit that feels limiting, that drains your energy, or that no longer aligns with your values. These are all conscious choices that you can make that move you forward on your path, demonstrating your willingness to embrace change and to take action in creating a more authentic and fulfilling life. By making these changes, you are demonstrating to the universe that you are ready to move forward on your journey, that you are willing to do the work, and that you are not simply going to be swept away by the tides of change. You are steering the ship. Embrace the chaos and uncertainty that this conjunction is bringing into your life, and recognize that this disruption is actually a vital part of your transformation. The chaos is not your enemy. It is a force that is breaking down the structures and the limitations that are holding you back, creating space for something new to grow. Just as the caterpillar must dissolve completely before transforming into a butterfly, you too must be willing to let go of the old in order to make way for the new. It is in the unknown, in the spaces between one identity and another, that you can fully connect with your personal power and create the reality that you desire. This is not just about making the most of a difficult situation. It is about recognizing that these times of chaos are actually opportunities to connect more deeply with your inner knowing, to release all of that which does not align with your authenticity, and to choose how you want to show up in the world. In the same way that a forest fire clears the dead wood and makes way for new life, you too must be willing to allow this chaos to burn away that which no longer serves you, and to create a more open and more fertile landscape for your future growth. Set clear intentions for the new way of being that you want to embody after this conjunction, because your intentions act as a compass, guiding you towards your desired reality. These intentions should not just be theoretical desires, they should be actionable steps that you can take towards a very specific outcome. Perhaps you might intend to approach your relationships with more compassion, with more understanding, and with a deeper level of authenticity. Or maybe you will set the intention to fully embrace your creative gifts, to dedicate time and energy to your passions, and to share your unique talents with the world. Maybe you decide to create a more conscious and consistent spiritual practice, a routine that supports your overall well-being and your inner peace. It is these focused and intentional actions, not merely thoughts and desires, that create a solid foundation that you will then begin to build the life that you are destined for. These intentions, these actions, are not just wishful thinking. They are your commitment to your highest self and your dedication to creating a life that truly reflects your authentic values, desires, and unique gifts. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction was not a random cosmic event. It was a deeply personal message designed specifically for you, timed perfectly to align with your unique spiritual journey and your personal evolution. The challenges, the opportunities, and the experiences that you have had during this time are not coincidences. They are essential elements of your path, and they are designed to push you towards your authentic self and your intended destination. This is not just a general trend that you are experiencing. This is a highly personal and specific message that was meant for your growth, for your awakening, and for your conscious participation in the unfolding story of your life. Recognize this as a direct communication with the universe, a sign that you are on the right path, and a confirmation that your unique experience is both necessary and meaningful. The chaos that you are navigating is not a sign of failure. It is not a reason for doubt. It is an essential component of your transformation. It is in this space of uncertainty, in this process of releasing the old, that you create the space for the new to emerge, allowing you to fully integrate the wisdom of this journey and to step into a deeper level of self-understanding and spiritual alignment. By embracing the messiness, by accepting the challenges, and by allowing all of your emotions to flow freely, you will ultimately come to a more profound understanding of yourself, your purpose, and your unique place in the vast tapestry of life. The most profound transformations are rarely easy. They require courage, resilience, and a willingness to move through the discomfort, knowing that you are not alone and that the universe is always conspiring for your highest good. Embrace this phase of your journey because the clarity is on the other side. As we approach the upcoming lunar eclipse, the energies of this conjunction will continue to evolve, creating new opportunities for growth and for transformation. Consider this current experience as a preparation for what is to come, as a time of intense self-reflection and a deep dive into your inner world. This is not the end. It is simply another phase in the continuous process of becoming, and every step forward creates more momentum. Your story, your insights, and your experiences are essential to the collective unfolding of this journey, so please leave any questions, comments, and insights in the comments below. Your voice matters, and your experience is a vital part of the overall movement towards more conscious awareness. And please like this video and subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to learn, to grow, and to transform together. Until next time, take care and may your journey be filled with grace and wisdom. The limiting beliefs and deeply ingrained thought patterns that Saturn is now bringing to your awareness are not just surface-level quirks of your personality. They are foundational structures that have been shaping your reality for a long time, and now they are being brought into the light so that you can finally address them and release them. Perhaps you have always held the belief that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy of love, success, or happiness, and this belief has manifested in self-sabotaging behaviors, such as procrastination, avoidance, or a constant need for external validation. Maybe in your career, you repeatedly accept less than you deserve, staying in unfulfilling jobs or not seeking promotions because you fear failure, or you believe that you are not capable of achieving your goals. Perhaps you might find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others, always feeling as if you are falling short of some imaginary ideal, and this leads to feelings of envy, resentment, and a pervasive sense of inadequacy that has become the norm in your life. Or in your relationships, you might find that you always choose partners who are emotionally unavailable, or that you constantly seek approval and validation from others because you do not fully believe that you are worthy of love. These deeply ingrained beliefs, which have become unconscious programs in your mind, are now being exposed by Saturn's energy, revealing the ways in which they are restricting you, limiting your potential, and preventing you from fully embracing your authentic self and living the life that you were meant for. And that is why it feels so intense, because it's not just a passing thought. It's a fundamental restructuring of your entire internal system. Neptune's influence is working to dissolve these rigid structures that Saturn has revealed, and this process can often feel chaotic, confusing, and even disorienting as your established routines, patterns, and beliefs begin to crumble before your eyes. Perhaps the boundaries that you have meticulously constructed around yourself, designed to keep you safe and in control, are now dissolving, leaving you feeling vulnerable and exposed. And this can be incredibly uncomfortable because it asks you to be vulnerable, not because you choose it, but because it is being thrust upon you. In your work, you might find that your meticulously planned projects are suddenly falling apart, or that your responsibilities are becoming increasingly unclear, as if the universe is deliberately blurring the lines of the life that you thought you understood. In your relationships, the people that you thought you knew and understood seem to be changing right before your eyes, revealing aspects of themselves that you had never seen before, or perhaps long-held illusions about them are shattering, making you question the very nature of your bond. Maybe your daily routines, the things that have always provided you with a sense of stability and comfort, are now being disrupted, leaving you feeling lost, uncertain, and completely out of control, as if the rug has been pulled out from under your feet and you are now floating in a sea of uncertainty. And this is not an experience that is easy, but it's an essential part of your evolution. Neptune's influence is dissolving the illusion of control and asking you to trust that even in the chaos, there is a deeper, divine order unfolding. The tension that you are feeling is a direct result of the duality of Saturn and Neptune's energies, and this push and pull dynamic is creating a sense of internal conflict that can leave you feeling torn between opposing forces. On one hand, you might feel trapped by your responsibilities, by the limitations that you have placed on yourself, and by the structures that have become too rigid to hold you any longer. You might long for stability, for certainty, for the comfort of the familiar, and yet simultaneously you might feel a deep yearning for freedom, for escape, and for a life that is filled with more meaning, purpose, and joy. Perhaps you feel an intense need for clarity, for understanding, for answers, and yet you are also being pulled towards the mystery, towards the unknown, towards the spaces in between what you think you know and what is truly possible. Maybe your mind wants to control every aspect of your life, to plan for every contingency, but your heart is asking you to surrender, to let go, and to trust that you are being guided on a path that is far more expansive than you could have ever imagined. This internal conflict can manifest as indecision, as emotional turmoil, and as a feeling of being paralyzed in the face of change, as if you are stuck between the old world that is crumbling and a new world that you cannot quite yet see. And that is where your greatest opportunities for growth are waiting. Navigating this chaotic clash of energies requires intentionality, conscious awareness, and a willingness to engage with both sides of the duality, recognizing that true growth happens not by choosing one over the other, but by finding a space of balance and integration. One of the most important steps that you can take is to practice mindfulness, to become more aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your physical sensations without judgment and without the need to react. By simply observing what is happening within you, you can create a space of detachment, allowing you to gain clarity and perspective, and to make more conscious choices, rather than being swept away by the chaos. Through self-reflection, you can begin to identify the limiting beliefs and the restrictive patterns that Saturn is exposing, and you can start to examine how they have been impacting your life and your choices. By asking yourself challenging questions and by being honest with yourself, you can gain a much deeper understanding of your own personal patterns, and you can start to identify the changes that you want to make and the ways in which you want to grow. This is not an experience to avoid, but a process to be actively engaged with. As the veil thins, and as your connection with your higher self deepens, you might notice an increase in intuitive hits, sudden insights, and gut feelings that seem to come from nowhere. And these are not just random thoughts or fleeting impulses, they are messages from your own inner knowing, from your spiritual guides, and from the universe itself. Perhaps you are suddenly inspired to take a completely different route on your usual commute, only to discover that this detour leads you to a meaningful encounter, a life-changing opportunity, or a sign that provides you with exactly the guidance that you need. Or maybe you are thinking about someone that you have not seen or spoken to in a long time, and then out of the blue, you receive a message from them, a reminder that you are connected to a larger network of relationships and that you are being guided along your path. Or maybe you find yourself suddenly overwhelmed by a deep knowing, a sense that you are on the right track, even though you do not have any logical explanation for this feeling, and you find yourself compelled to act, even though you have no idea where it will lead you. These moments are not random, they are indications of your increasing ability to tap into your inner wisdom and to access a realm of knowing that extends far beyond the ordinary senses, and by trusting that guidance, you will move into greater alignment. The thinning veil also has a profound impact on your dream realm, as your dreams may become more vivid, more meaningful, and more symbolic, acting as portals to your subconscious mind, to your spiritual guides, and even to other dimensions. Your dreams are not just random images and stories, they are often reflections of your inner world. They are processing the day's events, and they are providing you with insights, guidance, and messages from your higher self. Perhaps you might dream about a long-forgotten childhood experience, and as you explore this dream in your journal, you might come to understand how that experience has shaped the beliefs and patterns that are currently holding you back, giving you a new perspective on the way you understand your past. Or maybe you dream that you are being guided by a spiritual teacher, by an angel, or by an ancestor, and in this dream, they are sharing profound wisdom, or offering you guidance that you can apply to your waking life. Perhaps your dreams are filled with symbolic imagery, and when you research and explore these symbols, you discover a deeper understanding of your inner workings, your challenges, and the opportunities that are currently available to you. By paying close attention to your dreams, by journaling them, and by exploring their meanings, you can unlock a treasure trove of wisdom that will support your growth and your evolution and help you to access your inner wisdom and not only understand it, but to also trust it. Synchronicities, those seemingly coincidental occurrences that are filled with personal meaning, are another form of guidance that become more frequent and more noticeable during this time, and they can serve as very clear guideposts along your path, drawing your attention to something significant or confirming that you are on the right track. Maybe you are struggling with a difficult decision, and then you notice that you are repeatedly seeing the same number sequence on clocks, on license plates, and on receipts. And when you research the meaning of this number, you discover that it carries a message of hope, of courage, or of divine guidance, exactly what you needed to hear in that moment. Or perhaps you are feeling lost and alone, and you suddenly find yourself in a conversation with a stranger who shares a story that resonates so deeply with your own experience that you know that it is a sign that you are not alone. Maybe you are looking for a specific piece of information, and then out of the blue, you stumble upon a book, an article, or a video that provides you with exactly what you need at exactly the right moment, as if the universe has heard your questions and is conspiring to provide you with the answers. These synchronicities are not random events. They are messages from the universe, confirmations that you are being guided, that you are being supported, and that you are on a path that is both meaningful and purposeful. When the veil thins and your connection to the spiritual realms deepens, it's important to remember that not all entities or influences have benevolent intentions, so discernment becomes an essential skill. Trusting your intuition is vital, and your gut feeling is often your first and most reliable guide. If an entity, a message, or a piece of guidance feels off, if it feels manipulative, controlling, or fear-based, it is important to set clear boundaries and to reject what does not align with your highest good. Remember that you have your own personal power and that you are ultimately in control of your own journey and your energetic field. If you are ever unsure about the nature of an entity or a piece of information that you are receiving, you can ask for clarity, you can ask for confirmation, or you can simply choose not to engage with it. You can also use tools such as visualizations, affirmations, and energetic shielding to protect yourself, your energy, and your consciousness from any unwanted influences, and always be mindful to only allow in that which is aligned with your personal values and the highest good of all. Always remember that you have the personal power and sovereignty to choose who and what you allow into your energetic field, and never forget that your intuition is your most powerful ally. You are not a passive observer in this transformation. You are an active participant, and it is your personal responsibility to choose how you navigate these powerful energies and to make conscious decisions that are aligned with your desired outcome. This is not something that is simply happening to you. It is something that you are actively co-creating with your intentions, your choices, and your actions, and that means that you have to take responsibility for every single aspect of the experience. You cannot simply sit back and wait for things to change. You have to make a conscious choice to engage with the process, to embrace the challenges, and to commit to your own personal growth. If you choose to remain passive, if you choose to ignore the messages, the signs, and the opportunities that are being presented to you, you might find yourself overwhelmed by the chaos, disoriented by the changes, and unable to fully integrate the wisdom that is being offered. It is in these moments that you must choose, and not simply be carried away by the tides of change. Instead, you must learn to navigate them consciously, intentionally, and purposefully. The active release of limiting patterns requires more than just identifying those patterns. It requires a conscious effort to disentangle yourself from old habits, relationships, and thought patterns that no longer serve you. Perhaps you might need to have a difficult conversation with someone that you have been avoiding, setting a clear boundary that protects your energy and respects your needs. Or you might find that you need to clear out your physical space, removing items that are holding you back, or that remind you of a past that you have now outgrown, and you might even decide to physically release those items through donation or recycling, and allowing the space to be cleared. You might also find that you need to engage in internal practices, such as shadow work, that help you to identify the beliefs that are keeping you stuck, and to release the emotions that are tied to those limiting patterns. Perhaps you will need to create a new habit that supports your overall well-being, or to commit to a spiritual practice that helps you connect more deeply with yourself and your inner wisdom. These are not just things to consider, they are concrete steps that you can take to actively release and to disentangle yourself from the old and to create space for the new. This is not a passive process. It is an active engagement with your own transformation and requires your consistent intention and participation. Setting clear intentions for the new way of being that you wish to create after this conjunction is essential, and it requires not just desire, but a conscious commitment to aligning your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with the vision that you are creating for yourself. Your intentions act like a compass, guiding you towards your desired reality, so make them meaningful, specific, and true. Perhaps you might intend to create more meaningful relationships based on authentic connection and mutual respect, and to release all of the patterns of codependency and people-pleasing that no longer serve you. Or maybe you will set the intention to step into your full creative potential, dedicating time and energy to the projects that light your soul on fire, and committing to sharing your gifts with the world, knowing you have something unique and special to offer. You might also intend to cultivate more self-compassion, to prioritize your self-care, and to honor your unique needs by committing to a daily practice of self-love and acceptance. These are not just wishes, they are conscious commitments to creating the life that you want and the way that you want to show up in the world by stepping into your own personal power and co-creating your reality with the universe. This is where the real work begins. It's vital to embrace the messy and uncomfortable aspects of transformation, understanding that true growth often comes from navigating the challenges and not from avoiding them, and that this chaotic period is actually essential for your overall evolution. Perhaps you will need to confront a fear that you have been avoiding, to have a difficult conversation that you have been putting off, or to make a change that feels incredibly risky, knowing that all of that is exactly what is being asked of you and that you are capable and worthy. Or maybe you will need to allow yourself to feel a range of emotions, such as grief, anger, or sadness, without trying to push them away or to suppress them, knowing that all of your emotions are valid and essential for your growth. Perhaps you are feeling confused, disoriented, and unsure of which direction to take, and that is simply a sign that you are in the middle of transformation, and not a sign that you are doing something wrong or failing in any way. These moments of discomfort are not a reason for self-doubt. They are actually opportunities for deeper self-discovery, for profound self-compassion, and for an enhanced understanding of your personal power, because that is the space where you will most profoundly learn and grow. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction is a personal message, designed specifically for you, and it is timed perfectly to align with your unique path, your specific lessons, and your very personal evolution. Every challenge, every opportunity, and every experience that you have had during this time is an essential part of your individual journey, a process that is designed to move you towards your authentic self and your intended destination. The discomfort that you might be feeling is not an indication that you are off track. It is actually a sign that you are on the right path, that you are being asked to shed the old and to embrace the new and to release the limiting beliefs so that you can step into your power. The synchronicities, the insights, and the downloads that you are receiving are specific messages that are designed to guide you on your path, to provide you with clarity, and to empower you to make conscious choices that are aligned with your highest potential and that are specific to your soul's intention. This is not just a general experience. It is a deeply personal communication from the universe, a validation of your unique path, and a call to action to step into your truth. Integration is a journey, not a destination. And even after this conjunction's most intense period has passed, the work of integrating its lessons will continue, requiring your ongoing awareness, your self-compassion, and your dedication to your personal evolution. Perhaps you will need to commit to a consistent spiritual practice, knowing that the tools and practices that you have discovered are valuable resources that are available to you at any time. Maybe you will need to continue reflecting on the synchronicities, the signs, and the symbols that you encounter, seeing them as continued guidance from your inner knowing and from your spiritual guides. Or perhaps you will need to remain open to receiving feedback from your relationships, to learn from those interactions, and to continue growing and evolving in the company of those that you love and the community that you trust. This is not a process that ends when the conjunction is over. It is a lifelong journey of self-discovery, a constant exploration of your unique potential, and an ongoing commitment to embodying your authentic self. And this period has simply given you some very powerful tools that you will use forever. As we approach the next cosmic event, the energies of this transformation will continue to unfold, requiring that you continue to stay present, stay engaged, and stay open to the opportunities that are waiting for you. This upcoming event will bring another wave of change, and the experience that you have gained from this Saturn-Neptune conjunction is designed to prepare you for all that is to come. In the same way that you learn to navigate a rough sea, the skills that you acquire become invaluable in future storms, and you are on a path of constant evolution, which means that these challenges will continue to push you and help you grow into the highest version of yourself. And it's important to acknowledge that this is not a process that ends, but continues for as long as you are willing to learn and to grow. The next event will ask for all of the tools that you have gained so far, so please make sure to integrate every single lesson so you are fully prepared for what is to come. It is a gift and a challenge, but one that you are more than ready for. Your journey is important, your voice is essential, and your unique experience is a vital part of the collective unfolding of this transformation. And so please continue to engage with this community by leaving your questions, comments, and insights in the comment section below. Your story is essential, and it's a valuable part of the whole. And if you have found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel so that we can continue to learn, to grow, and to transform together as we move forward on our shared journey, knowing that every single voice matters and that we are all in this together. Saturn's influence is now explicitly targeting the core structures of your life, the very foundations upon which you have built your existence. And this is not a generalized experience of limitation, but a deeply personalized challenge to the areas of your life that have become too rigid, too confining, and no longer serve your highest good. Consider your career. For example, you might find that your current position, which once felt secure and meaningful, is now filled with increasing stress, frustration, and a lack of purpose, as if the very structure that you have carefully built over time is suddenly collapsing around you. Perhaps a promotion that you had been anticipating suddenly vanishes, or you discover that the company that you work for is restructuring, leaving you feeling vulnerable, uncertain, and questioning your very worth. Maybe the career path that you have chosen, the one that was supposed to define you, is suddenly revealed to be nothing more than a cage that you have built around yourself, and now you are being forced to confront whether or not you actually want it. Or in your family life, you might find that long-standing patterns of communication, the unspoken rules that have governed your family dynamic, are now being challenged, as if the very fabric of your relationships are being torn apart by these intense energies. Maybe a conflict that you have been avoiding for years suddenly explodes, bringing long-suppressed emotions and unresolved issues to the surface. Or you might discover that the role that you have always played in your family, the one that was supposed to define your identity, is no longer serving you, and you are being pushed to redefine your place in the world. Even your core beliefs about yourself, about the world, or even about your spiritual path might now feel unstable, inadequate, and no longer able to hold the weight of your experience. Perhaps a crisis of faith, a period of intense doubt, and a questioning of everything that you once held to be true is your current reality. Or you may find that a long-held spiritual practice or belief system that once felt like a source of comfort and guidance no longer resonates with you, leaving you feeling lost, disoriented, and as if you have been abandoned by your own beliefs. Conversely, Neptune's influence is specifically dissolving the illusions and the false narratives that you have been holding on to about yourself, your relationships, and the world around you, and this process is designed to help you see yourself and your life with a greater sense of clarity, truth, and authenticity, even if it feels deeply unsettling in the moment. You may have always told yourself a story that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy of love, success, or happiness, and now you are being forced to confront the ways in which this false narrative has shaped your reality and kept you from fully embracing your potential. Or you may have built an idealized vision of your relationships, seeing your partners, your friends, and your family members as something that they are not, and those illusions are now shattering, revealing the truth about these relationships and forcing you to reevaluate your connections. Your illusions about your own life purpose, your career, and your path are also being challenged. You may have been pursuing something that you thought was the right thing for you, only to discover that it is not aligned with your values, your passions, or your true desires. The pain, the confusion, and the disorientation that you are feeling is not a sign that you are off track. It's a sign that you are finally seeing yourself and the world through a lens of truth that is finally shattering the cage you have built for yourself out of lies. It is crucial that you allow this process, as uncomfortable as it may be, to fully unfold, trusting that you are moving towards a deeper understanding of your own authentic nature. The interplay between Saturn and Neptune is creating a significant push and pull within your personal narrative. Saturn is challenging you to confront the limitations of your past choices, the decisions that you have made, and the structures that you have built, while simultaneously Neptune is pulling you towards a more idealized version of yourself, a vision of your highest potential, and a life that is filled with more meaning, purpose, and joy. You are being asked to look at the ways that you have held yourself back, the fears that you have allowed to control your choices, and the compromises that you have made, but you are not being asked to dwell in the past, you are being asked to learn from it. This internal push and pull might feel like a crisis of identity, a feeling of being torn between the person that you have been and the person that you are becoming. Perhaps you will find that a career change that was forced upon you feels both restrictive, due to the limitations it has placed on your security, but also incredibly liberating, because it has pushed you out of your comfort zone and forced you to consider a different path. Or perhaps a relationship ending that was both incredibly painful is also freeing, because it has allowed you to see the truth about that connection and to create space for a more meaningful partnership to appear. Maybe the core belief that has defined you for your entire life suddenly dissolves, leaving you feeling destabilized, but also liberated from the confines of that limiting concept. This tension, this duality, is designed to move you out of your comfort zone, to challenge your assumptions, and to empower you to create a new narrative that is more aligned with your authentic self. Not only a new narrative, but one based on the truth of who you are. The key to navigating this intense interplay between limitation and possibility is acceptance, an embracing of the duality, and a conscious choice to work with the energies rather than against them. That is where your power lies. The chaos that you are experiencing is not a punishment, but an invitation to shed what no longer serves you, so that you can rebuild a life that is based on truth, authenticity, and freedom. You can start by recognizing that the limitations that you are experiencing are not designed to keep you stuck, but to show you the areas in your life where you have allowed fear to control your choices, or where you have compromised your values. Refrain from resisting the discomfort, because the resistance is not helping. Instead, explore it, sit with it, and ask yourself what it's trying to show you, what you need to learn, and what is seeking to be changed. That is where true transformation lies. Simultaneously, you can begin to embrace the possibility, the dream, the vision of your higher self, because that vision is not a fantasy, it is a very real potential that you are being guided towards. Understand that the chaos that you are experiencing is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. It is actually a sign that you are on the right path, that you are being asked to let go of the old and to embrace the new, and that the more you resist, the more intense this process will be. Acceptance is not passivity. It is an active choice to work with the energies, to embrace the duality, and to move towards a more aligned existence. As the veil thins, you are becoming more aware of your own intuition, your inner knowing, and the subtle language that your soul uses to communicate with you, and this is not a mystical ability reserved for a few. It's a very real and accessible form of wisdom that is available to each and every one of you. Perhaps you suddenly get a knowing, a sense of certainty, about a decision that you have been struggling with. Even if your logical mind cannot explain this feeling, it's a clear sign that your intuition is speaking to you. Or you may feel a sudden clarity about a situation that has been confusing you, as if all of the pieces of the puzzle suddenly fall into place, and you know exactly what to do, and that knowing feels certain and clear. Maybe you will experience a physical sensation, a gut feeling, that guides you away from a particular situation, or that compels you to take a certain action, and even though you can't explain it logically, you know that you have to trust that feeling. You might find that you are drawn to a particular place, to a particular person, or to a particular activity, and even if you don't understand it intellectually, your intuition is leading you exactly where you need to be. Or you will receive a sudden insight, a download, a flash of understanding that provides you with the answer that you have been seeking, or a perspective shift that is needed to move you forward. These are not random occurrences. They are examples of your own inner wisdom, your intuitive abilities, guiding you through this very powerful time, and it's crucial to honor those feelings, and to trust that they are designed specifically for you and your own unique journey. Dreams during this conjunction are acting as powerful gateways to your subconscious, your spiritual guides, and even other dimensions. They are filled with symbols, messages, and insights that are designed to help you navigate this time with greater clarity, understanding, and wisdom. If you dream of water, for example, this might be a symbol of your emotions, your subconscious, or the flow of your life. And in the context of this conjunction, this might mean that you need to explore your emotional patterns, to trust the flow of your transformation, or that you are being asked to let go of something that you have been holding onto for too long. Or if you dream of an animal, this might be a representation of your instincts, your shadow side, or the qualities that you need to embrace. And in the context of this, it could be asking you to connect with your wild nature, to integrate your shadow, or to trust your own inner wisdom. Maybe you will find yourself dreaming of a journey, of traveling to a new place, which might represent your own personal growth, your spiritual path, or the changes that you are being asked to make. These are not just abstract ideas, but very powerful symbols that are designed to bring you guidance and clarity and to help you move forward in the most aligned way. The interpretation of these symbols and your dreams is unique to you and is designed to reveal your specific path and your specific lessons that you need to integrate during this very potent time. Synchronicities are not just random coincidences. They are meaningful events that are designed to communicate with you, to guide you, and to provide you with confirmation that you are on the right path, and these experiences are becoming more frequent and more meaningful during this powerful conjunction. If you are repeatedly seeing a specific number sequence, for example, consider that this number might carry a message that is specifically related to your life and your current experience, and that the universe is trying to get your attention, so it's crucial that you are paying attention. Perhaps a phrase that you overhear or a book that you stumble upon contains a piece of wisdom that is directly related to the question that you have been asking, or the challenge that you have been facing, as if the universe heard you and is conspiring to give you the answers. If you are thinking about a person, and then they suddenly appear in your life, reach out, or call, this might be a sign that you need to connect with them, that you have a message for them, or that they have a message for you. These experiences are not random. They are purposeful, meaningful, and very specifically designed to guide you, so it's crucial to pay close attention, to reflect on the meaning of these events, and to trust that you are being guided by a higher power, and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should be. While spiritual guidance can be incredibly beneficial, it is also critical to practice discernment and to trust your own intuition, as not all entities or influences have your best interest at heart. And this is not meant to instill fear, but to empower you to take responsibility for your energy and for the types of guidance that you allow into your consciousness. Perhaps a message that you are receiving feels manipulative, controlling, or fear-based. This is a clear sign that it is not aligned with your highest good, and that it is something that you need to reject. If you feel a strong sense of doubt or unease, it is a sign that you need to trust your intuition, even if it does not make sense logically, because it is your most reliable guide. Never let yourself be swayed by the words of another if it does not align with your own values or your own sense of integrity, because you are ultimately responsible for your own path, and it is important that you honor that responsibility by only engaging with guidance that feels empowering, loving, and authentic. Always be sure to ask for confirmation if you are not sure, and allow your own intuition to guide you, rather than allowing any external influence to determine your path. Your personal integrity is essential, and is what will guarantee that the guidance you are receiving is aligned with your highest good, and that your personal power remains intact. You are not a victim of these energies, you are a conscious creator, and you have the power to take charge of your narrative, to shape your experience, and to create the future that you desire. This is not simply happening to you, it is happening with you, and it requires your active engagement, your conscious intention, and your willingness to embrace the challenges and the opportunities that are being presented. Passivity will only lead to greater chaos, confusion, and overwhelm, while active engagement will bring you clarity, purpose, and a sense of peace. So it's vital that you embrace that power now. You must choose to be the author of your story, rather than just a character in someone else's, and to do so, you must choose to take action now. Refrain from simply waiting to see what will happen. Instead, start making decisions that align with the future you wish to create, and begin now with a powerful intention. You must also acknowledge that the choices that you make and the actions that you take will have a direct impact on the outcome of this period, and that the more you engage, the more powerful you become. Your personal power is your responsibility, and it's time to take charge of that power, and to use it to create the life you were meant to live. The release of old structures, beliefs, and behaviors requires both inner work and outer action. You must consciously identify the patterns that are no longer serving you, and then actively disentangle yourself from these limiting habits. Perhaps you will need to engage in shadow work, which is an exploration of the hidden aspects of your consciousness, your fears, and your limiting beliefs, to bring them into the light, and then you can choose to release the power they have over you. Or you might need to engage in ritualistic practices, which might include creating a fire ceremony to release old patterns, or creating a sacred space in your home where you can focus on your intentions and commit to your transformation. Perhaps you may decide that a change in your physical environment is needed. This might include clearing your physical space, rearranging your furniture, or creating a new routine that better supports your well-being. All of these approaches are designed to allow for conscious participation and the active engagement with the dismantling of the old self, and the birthing of the new. Setting clear, specific intentions is crucial for this transformation and requires a commitment to aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions with the vision you are creating, not only a vision, but a specific intention with clear action steps. Instead of simply wishing for a better life, create a clear intention by stating exactly what you want to experience, the qualities you want to embody, and the contributions that you wish to make to the world. So instead of saying, "I wish I had more love," consider saying, "I intend to create a loving and fulfilling relationship with someone who shares my values and respects my authentic self," and then take concrete actions that are aligned with that intention, such as attending social events where you will meet like-minded people or engaging in activities that bring you joy, and allowing your actions to reflect your desire and your intention. So if your intention is to step into your creative purpose, then start dedicating time every day to pursue your creative passions, to share your gifts with the world, and to create a space where your creativity can flourish. And if you intend to cultivate more self-compassion, start each day by engaging in a loving self-care practice and treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would extend to someone you love. These intentions are not just wishes, they are a conscious commitment to creating a new reality and must be supported with conscious action that is aligned with your goals and your values. The messiness of transformation is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a very real and very essential part of the process, and resistance to that chaos will only prolong the discomfort and the confusion, so it's important that you surrender to it. If your work projects feel like they are falling apart, then instead of resisting that disintegration, ask yourself what those pieces are trying to tell you and what is trying to be rebuilt in its place. If your relationships are feeling strained or difficult, take this as an opportunity to reevaluate those connections, to set clear boundaries, and to create more authentic interactions. And if you are feeling overwhelmed, confused, and disoriented, allow yourself to feel these emotions, to process them, and to learn from them. Embrace the chaos, the discomfort, and the uncertainty as catalysts for change and as an essential part of your own personal evolution, and know that this is all part of the plan, and that is not something to be feared or avoided. This conjunction and the experience you are having is not a random event. It was designed to occur at the perfect time for your unique path, your specific growth, and your evolution, making you feel seen, understood, and deeply validated. Every challenge that you are facing, every emotion that you are feeling, and every opportunity that you are experiencing has been orchestrated by the universe to move you towards your highest potential, and that is both a personal validation and a profound truth. If you are feeling overwhelmed, know that you are being asked to release, to surrender, and to create space for something new, that every uncomfortable emotion is designed to be a catalyst for your own healing and transformation. If you are experiencing synchronicities, if you are receiving insights and downloads, trust that these are gifts from your higher self, and that they are designed to guide you on your path. You were chosen to experience this powerful event at this moment in time, and your response to this experience, your willingness to embrace the chaos and to actively engage with your transformation, will not only shape your own life, but will contribute to the collective evolution of consciousness. You are not alone. You are an essential part of this journey. Even after the most intense period of this conjunction has passed, the work of integrating its lessons and its insights will continue. It is a process, not an event, and you will continue to evolve, to grow, and to transform as you move forward. It is absolutely vital that you honor the wisdom that you have gained and continue to integrate what you have learned into your daily life and into your choices, and that these tools you have learned are useful for life, and not only for these intense periods. You may decide to continue a daily practice of meditation, journaling, or breathwork as a way to stay connected to your inner wisdom, to your intuition, and to your higher self, and that these are no longer things you should do, but tools you must use. Always reflect on the synchronicities, the dreams, and the signs that you continue to receive, and continue to see them as guidance on your ongoing journey. Be sure to honor the cycles of breakdown and rebuilding, of chaos and calm, as you navigate the twists and turns of life, knowing that these are not challenges, they are a design, a powerful path, and an ongoing evolution. This is a continuing practice and an essential part of your overall well-being and personal growth. As we move closer to the next cosmic event, you will notice that the energies of this transformation will continue to unfold, and that you will continue to be asked to grow, to evolve, and to step into your full potential, and that every experience you are having is preparing you for the next step, for the next level, and for the next evolution. This is not a journey that ends. It is one that continues to move forward, and the tools that you have acquired during this Saturn-Neptune conjunction will be absolutely essential for navigating the next event, and everything that will unfold from it. This upcoming cycle will focus on your ability to create a new vision for your life, to bring your dreams into reality, and to share your gifts with the world, so it's vital that you continue to practice what you have learned, to integrate your wisdom, and to move forward with grace, courage, and an unwavering commitment to your authentic self. Your journey is unfolding perfectly. It is designed specifically for you, and you are ready for everything that is coming your way, because that was always part of your plan. Your journey is important, your voice is essential, and your experience is a vital part of the collective transformation of humanity, and so it is essential that you continue to engage with this community by sharing your questions, your insights, and your experiences in the comments below, knowing that you are not alone and that your story matters. Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more valuable content as we move forward together into the next phase of our evolution, knowing that we are all in this together. The power to take charge of your narrative, to actively shape your experience, and to create your desired future is not just a concept. It is a very real and tangible ability that is now being tested and refined by the very potent energies of this conjunction. And as Saturn continues to exert its influence on your core structures, you will begin to notice that the aspects of your life that once provided a sense of safety, stability, and security are now feeling restrictive, inadequate, and completely unsustainable. Consider your home, your physical space, that place that you always believed to be your sanctuary, your refuge from the chaos of the outside world, may now feel like a prison, a place that you are desperate to escape from, as if the four walls that once defined you have suddenly become a cage. You might begin to see the ways in which your living space is a reflection of your limiting beliefs, your unresolved issues, and your old patterns, and that it no longer supports who you are becoming. Or you might find yourself in a situation where your financial security, the foundation that you thought would protect you from external threats, is now feeling precarious, vulnerable, and completely unstable, as if the rug has been pulled out from under your feet and you are in free fall. Maybe your investments are suddenly plummeting, or you are facing unexpected expenses, and your carefully constructed financial plan is crumbling before your eyes. Perhaps even your health, your physical body, which you once believed to be a source of strength and vitality, is now feeling fragile, vulnerable, and completely unreliable, as if your body is betraying you. You might be experiencing chronic pain, persistent fatigue, or unexpected illnesses that are forcing you to confront the limitations of your physical form and the ways in which you have been neglecting your well-being. These are not random occurrences. They are very specific challenges designed to dismantle the structures that are no longer supporting you, and that is a powerful message if you are willing to listen. While Saturn is disrupting your foundations, Neptune is concurrently dissolving the illusions that you have been holding about your life, your relationships, and yourself, revealing hidden truths that have been obscured by false narratives, wishful thinking, and a desire to avoid the uncomfortable realities of your experience. And this is not a gentle process. It is designed to be confronting, revealing. and ultimately liberating. Perhaps you are discovering that the relationships that you have always cherished are actually based on codependency, manipulation, or a distorted perception of reality, and those illusions are suddenly shattering, leaving you feeling betrayed, confused, and completely disillusioned. You might realize that your closest friends, your family members, or even your partners have not been seeing you for who you truly are, and that the connections that you have been holding onto are no longer aligned with your values, your needs, or your authentic desires. Or you may find that the story that you have been telling yourself about your abilities, your talents, and your potential is nothing more than a carefully crafted illusion, a self-deception that has kept you from stepping into your power and your full potential. The belief that you are not good enough, that you are not worthy, that you are not capable, is now being challenged, and you are being asked to question its validity and its impact on your life. Maybe the job that you have been working towards, or the career that you have always dreamed of, is now being revealed to be based on a false sense of purpose or a distorted view of success, and you are being asked to consider what it is you truly desire, not what you have been told you should want. The discomfort that you are experiencing is not a sign that you have failed. It is a sign that you are finally facing the truth, and that you are moving toward a deeper understanding of yourself and your reality. This clash between Saturn's restrictive force and Neptune's dissolving power is creating a powerful internal conflict, a tug-of-war between the desire for safety, stability, and security, and the overwhelming need for freedom, expansion, and the pursuit of your highest potential. Perhaps you feel trapped by your responsibilities, your obligations, and the expectations of others, yet yearn for a life of passion, creativity, and authentic expression. You might find that you are drawn to the comfort of the familiar, the security of what you already know, and yet you are being pulled toward the unknown, the unexplored, and the possibility of a completely different reality that may seem terrifying and yet unavoidable. Maybe your relationships are a reflection of this internal struggle, feeling both constrained by the expectations of others, and yet longing for a connection that honors your individuality and your authenticity, and you may find yourself torn between your desire for intimacy and your fear of vulnerability. Or you may feel a deep sense of frustration because you are trying to hold onto the old ways of being, to maintain the illusion of control, while simultaneously knowing that these structures are collapsing and that the only way forward is to embrace the unknown. Your inner child may be yearning for the freedom of your dreams, while your conditioned ego is clinging to safety and stability. That this pull is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. It is a vital part of your evolution, and it is essential that you recognize it as such. The only way to navigate this intense internal conflict is to actively engage with both sides of this duality, to find the balance between your desire for safety and your longing for freedom, and to understand that one is not better than the other. You are being asked to recognize the limitations of your current reality, to see the structures that are holding you back, and to acknowledge the fears that are keeping you trapped, not to judge them or resist them, but to allow them to be seen, because in the seeing there is the releasing. Simultaneously, you are being called to embrace the vision of your highest self, to honor your dreams, and to pursue your passions without losing sight of the very real challenges that you are facing, to not live in a fantasy, and to be very grounded in the reality of your daily life. The key is to be present, to be aware, and to make conscious choices that honor both your need for security and your desire for freedom, by asking yourself what it is you are truly desiring, what needs to be released in order for that desire to be met, and to take the action that is needed to bring those two seemingly opposing energies into balance. Perhaps you decide to create a new daily schedule that is both structured, to honor your need for predictability, but also flexible, to allow for creativity and spontaneity, or perhaps you choose to have difficult conversations with loved ones, to set clear boundaries, that honor both your needs and theirs. The most crucial thing is that you are not simply reacting to your circumstances, but that you are consciously participating in the creation of your future. The thinning of the veil is not just an abstract concept. It is a very real and tangible experience, and it is amplifying your intuitive abilities, making it easier for you to access your inner wisdom, to receive guidance from the spiritual realms, and to connect with the unseen forces that are always working in your favor. Your intuition is not a vague feeling. It is a direct channel of communication with your soul, and it is readily available if you are willing to listen. Perhaps you feel a sudden, undeniable knowing about a decision that you have been struggling with, as if your inner compass is suddenly pointing in a very clear direction, and all confusion has vanished, or you experience a flash of insight, a moment of clarity that gives you the answer to a question that you have been pondering, as if a light has been switched on in a dark room. You may feel a physical sensation in your body, a gut feeling that guides you towards a certain path or away from a particular situation, and you know without a doubt that you must trust this feeling, or you might suddenly find yourself drawn to a specific person, place, or activity, and that the pull is undeniable, as if you are being guided by an invisible hand. These are not coincidences, they are very specific communications from your inner wisdom, and they are designed to help you navigate this period with greater ease, grace, and clarity. It's vital that you pay attention to these subtle messages and that you trust that your intuition is a reliable source of information, as long as it is aligned with your integrity. Dreams are also a powerful bridge to your subconscious mind, and they are offering you specific insights, messages, and guidance during this time of intense transformation. And the symbols, the metaphors, and the narratives of your dreams are designed to illuminate the hidden patterns, the unresolved issues, and the untapped potential that resides within your deepest self. If you dream that you are lost in a dark forest, it may be a sign that you are feeling disoriented, confused, and disconnected from your own inner wisdom, and that you need to navigate your internal landscape to find your way back to your authentic self. Or if you dream that you are flying through the sky, it could represent a desire for freedom, expansion, and a connection to your higher potential. Which means it is vital that you step into your unique gifts and embrace your personal power. Maybe you will find yourself dreaming of a conversation with a deceased loved one, and they may be sharing words of wisdom, encouragement, or guidance that are designed to support you on your journey. Or you may have a vivid dream that seems to be a premonition of future events, showing you a glimpse of what is possible if you choose to follow your truth. It's not necessary that you understand every aspect of your dreams, but by recording them, by reflecting on their meaning, and by paying attention to the feelings that they evoke, you can gain access to the invaluable guidance that is available in your subconscious. You must also see that every dream is unique to your own individual perspective, and that the most reliable guide will always be your own intuitive reading of the symbols. Synchronicities are also becoming increasingly common and more significant during this time, and these meaningful coincidences are designed to serve as personalized guideposts on your journey, pointing you toward opportunities, relationships, and decisions that are aligned with your highest good. Perhaps you are thinking about a specific opportunity or a specific relationship, and then you suddenly receive a phone call, an email, or a message that seems to confirm that your desire is being heard, and that your intention is being supported by the universe, as if an invisible hand is moving things into alignment for you. You may start seeing a particular animal or a particular symbol repeatedly, and these are not just random occurrences, they are very specific messages that are designed to get your attention, to provide you with guidance, and to help you understand the path you are on. Maybe you start hearing a song on the radio, and the lyrics seem to speak directly to the questions that you have been pondering, or you stumble upon a book, an article, or a piece of information that provides the insight you need to take the next step, and that these occurrences are not just coincidences, but purposeful and personal, a sign that you are not alone on this journey. Trust that the universe is working in your favor and that you are being guided towards your highest potential, one breadcrumb at a time. Despite the abundance of guidance that is available to you through intuition, dreams, and synchronicities, it is absolutely essential that you recognize that your inner knowing is the ultimate authority, and that you alone have the power to discern what is true for you, what is aligned with your values, and what serves your highest good, and that no external source of guidance, no matter how compelling, should ever replace your own internal compass. Always check that any advice you are receiving or any wisdom that you are being given resonates with your values and with your own integrity. If a message feels controlling, manipulative, or fear-based, you must discard it, because that is a clear sign that it does not align with your true self. If you are feeling a sense of doubt, unease, or discomfort, then you must listen to that internal warning, even if it does not make sense logically or emotionally, as it is designed to guide you toward the right choice, the right path, and the right direction. You are the ultimate decider of your life, and that your inner knowing is the most reliable guide that you will ever have, and that it is essential that you trust it. Your power to navigate this transformation, to shape your own experience, lies in your ability to make conscious choices, to take ownership of your narrative, and to actively engage with both the challenges and the opportunities that are being presented. Passivity will only lead to more chaos, confusion, and overwhelm, and choosing to sit back and to simply wait to see what happens is a decision that is designed to amplify the very challenges you wish to avoid. If you are not actively making choices, then you are allowing your circumstances, the whims of others, or the random chaos of the world to determine your path, and that is a conscious decision to give your power away. Every choice that you make, every action that you take, is contributing to the creation of your future, and it is vital that you take responsibility for this power. Consider the areas of your life where you feel stuck, where you feel powerless, and you will see that you have allowed passivity to take hold, and that is not a permanent state of being. You have the power to change it. If you choose to avoid difficult conversations or to suppress your emotions, you are actively making a decision to allow those unresolved issues to continue to shape your reality. Or if you choose to ignore your intuition, your dreams, and the guidance that you are receiving, then you are choosing to wander through life without a compass, and that is not your intended path. You must instead choose to engage, to create, to actively participate in your life's journey, or you will simply be a character in someone else's story. The release of old structures is not a passive process of waiting for the pieces to fall away. It requires deliberate action, conscious intention, and a willingness to actively disentangle yourself from the beliefs, the patterns, and the relationships that are no longer serving your highest good. And this is not an easy process. It is hard, it requires courage, and it demands that you step into your power. Begin by identifying the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back, by asking yourself what stories you have been telling yourself that are no longer true, and to consciously choose to dismantle those old narratives. Perhaps you start by writing them down, by naming them, and by seeing them for what they are, which is a lie. If you are entangled in unhealthy relationships, then you must set clear boundaries, and you must actively disengage from the dynamics that are not healthy, even if it is painful to do so. Perhaps you will need to have those difficult conversations, and to make it clear what your needs are and what is not acceptable for your well-being. You must also examine the routines, the habits, and the behaviors that are no longer supporting your growth, and create new ways of being that better align with your values and with your desires. Perhaps it is time to clear out old items from your home, or to create a new morning ritual, and to move forward with purpose and intention. This is your opportunity to actively participate in the creation of a new reality, and it is essential to take it. The creation of your desired reality requires not just intention, but aligned action, and that the thoughts, the emotions, and the actions that you are taking must all be working in harmony towards your stated goal. And if even one of these elements is out of alignment, then your efforts will be undermined. It is not enough to simply wish for a better life. You must actively create it with intention and purpose. If your intention is to create a more fulfilling career, then you must start by identifying the specific steps that you need to take, and then you must act accordingly. Perhaps this includes updating your resume, networking with new contacts, or pursuing additional education, but also taking active steps in the direction of your desire. If your intention is to create a loving and fulfilling relationship, then you must actively engage in self-care, healing work, and self-development. This is not about trying to force an outcome, but it is about making yourself a match for your desires. Perhaps you could start by working to release the old limiting beliefs that have kept you from having loving connections, or you could attend events where you will meet like-minded people. But the most important thing is that you are actively participating in the creation of your desires, rather than just waiting for them to appear. Your action must be a direct reflection of your intention, and you must know that the universe is responding to the actions that you are taking, not just the wishes that you are making. The messiness of transformation is not a sign of failure. It is the very soil in which growth takes root, and you must actively embrace the chaos, the discomfort, and the uncertainty, because within these periods you will find the most valuable insights and the most profound opportunities for transformation. When projects seem to fall apart, when your relationships feel strained, or when your emotions seem to be all over the place, instead of resisting that discomfort, instead of trying to control the outcome, you must allow yourself to feel the feelings, to explore the challenges, and to see what lessons are wanting to come to the surface. It is through the breakdown of what was that the new can emerge. That chaos is essential, and to work with it rather than against it. If your foundation is crumbling, use that as an opportunity to rebuild on a stronger foundation by doing the inner work that is required to do so. The confusion that you feel is not a sign that you are lost. It is a sign that you are on the verge of a breakthrough, a new beginning, and the most important part of the journey is that you continue to move forward with purpose and an unwavering belief in yourself and your capabilities. This cosmic event was not a random occurrence. It was divinely designed for this moment and for you and your unique journey so that you could evolve into the most authentic version of yourself. This was not an accident. This was a message specifically for you. Every aspect of this conjunction, the challenges, the opportunities, and the insights have been designed to move you closer to your highest potential, so you must honor that. Your struggles are not a sign of weakness, they are a sign of your strength, because they are meant to help you grow. Your confusion is not a sign of failure, it is a sign that you are on the verge of a breakthrough. Your unique experience is essential for your own growth, and for the collective evolution of all of humanity, and your willingness to embrace the transformation will empower you to move forward with grace, courage, and a deep sense of purpose. This experience was designed with you in mind. Integration is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey, and that you will continue to evolve, to grow, and to transform long after the most intense energies of this conjunction have passed. The lessons, the tools, and the insights that you have gained during this period will continue to serve you as you navigate the complexities of life, and every challenge and every opportunity will call on those insights for further growth and more authentic evolution. You must continue to practice the self-awareness, the self-compassion, and the intentional action that you have learned, because this will be essential for your long-term well-being and your own spiritual development. Perhaps you will find that the need for conscious participation, for intentional choices, and for conscious communication will remain, and that this work is not over. It has only just begun, that this is a practice, not an event. The journey is far from over, the universe is always in motion, and as we move closer to the next powerful cosmic event, you will begin to see that all of this work that you have been doing has been preparing you for the next step in your personal evolution, and that this journey is far more interconnected than you may have realized. You are now being called to not only step into your own personal power, but to also share your gifts with the world, and to become a beacon of light for others. And that is the next phase of your journey, and every piece of this transformation has been preparing you to step into that role, and that the next cosmic event is waiting for your arrival. And that your transformation has been designed to prepare you for that. Your story is important, your voice is essential, and your experience matters, so please share your thoughts, your questions, and your insights in the comments below, knowing that you are a vital part of this collective journey and that you are not alone. Your contribution and your willingness to show up is not only for your benefit, but for all of those that you are here to serve, and so we continue together in this process, in this conscious journey. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction is not merely a cosmic event, but a carefully orchestrated dance of opposing energies that are designed to create transformation. And while Saturn, with its focus on structure, limitation, and responsibility, may seem to be at odds with Neptune's dissolving, imaginative, and spiritual essence, it is essential to understand that these forces are not in conflict, but are part of a single, unified process. And this is not a cosmic battle, it is a cosmic alchemy. Saturn's restrictive influence is designed to reveal the areas of your life that are no longer aligned with your authentic self. By stripping away the false foundations that you have been building upon, revealing the areas of your existence that require attention and where your focus is required. Neptune's dissolving power is simultaneously dismantling the illusions that you have been holding onto, by revealing the hidden truths that have been obscured by your fears, your limiting beliefs, and your unexamined patterns. It is through this interplay of opposing energies that you are being pushed towards a more profound understanding of your own inner workings, and it is in this moment of friction that real change can occur. The core of this understanding is that neither planet is an adversary, but that they are both working in tandem for your highest good, as part of a singular unified journey. What is most critical for you to understand is that true transformation is an inside job, and it does not matter what is happening in the external world. Your ability to navigate the complexities of life and to move forward with purpose and intention is rooted in your willingness to engage with your inner world. And all of this chaos was designed to turn your attention towards that interior landscape. The external chaos that you have been experiencing is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a very specific message from the universe that is designed to prompt an internal exploration. And this is not a random event. It is a deliberate invitation to go inward, to connect with your intuition, to honor your emotions, and to take responsibility for your own personal narrative. Because that is where your power truly resides. It is through self-reflection, not by resisting or avoiding, that you will find the answers you are seeking, that you will come into alignment with your truth. And it is in the quiet stillness of your own heart that you will find the guidance that you need to move forward with clarity, purpose, and unwavering confidence. And if you are waiting for the external world to calm down before you act, then you have missed the entire point of this transformation. It is through your interior world, and by engaging there, that you will find the clarity you are seeking. Throughout this process, you have been shown the interplay of duality, the cycles of breakdown and rebuilding, and the importance of reflection to find revelation. And now, it is essential that you actively integrate these patterns into your life, and that this understanding becomes part of your lived experience. You have been shown the dance between restriction and freedom, between chaos and clarity, between illusion and truth, and it is through your ability to hold both sides of the duality that you find balance, integration, and wholeness. You have seen that the cycles of life involve a constant ebb and flow, a constant movement between destruction and creation, And it is in understanding that you can let go of the fear and resistance and embrace the natural rhythm of life, because the universe is always rebalancing. You have discovered that the answers to your questions are always within you, that your power lies in your willingness to reflect, to contemplate, and to seek guidance from your inner wisdom. These patterns are not just abstract concepts. They are a way for you to understand your past, navigate your present, and to move forward into your future, and they are a code that will always be available to you. As you integrate the core concepts of the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, you will notice that your perspective is shifting from one of confusion, overwhelm, and powerlessness to one of clarity, empowerment, and purpose. And this is not a change that is coming from the outside. It is a transformation that is happening inside you. You are now understanding that the challenges that you have faced during this period were not designed to break you, but to awaken you and to call you into your potential. You are now starting to recognize that the chaos was not a punishment. It was a catalyst for deeper self-discovery, and that the discomfort you felt was always pushing you towards a more authentic version of yourself. This is not about escaping the shadow. It is about embracing both the light and the dark, understanding that they are both part of a greater whole, and you are not a victim of fate. You are an active participant in the creation of your own reality. By integrating the opposing energies and by owning your story, you are moving from a place of victim to a place of co-creator, and that perspective shift is the most empowering gift you could give yourself. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction is not just a random astrological event. It is a very specific part of a much larger cosmic plan, and this is not a chance encounter. It is a deliberate intervention from the universe that is designed to help you align with your unique purpose and your authentic self, and that you were always meant to be here at this time. This is not a journey that you're taking alone. It is part of an ongoing evolutionary process that both you and the collective are experiencing at this moment, and the specific challenges, the specific insights, and the very specific timing of this event were not random occurrences. They were carefully orchestrated to guide you to where you are right now. And that everything has always been unfolding perfectly. This conjunction was designed to push you towards the very next phase of your unique path, to move you towards a greater understanding of yourself, your potential, and your connection to the greater whole, because there is a greater order to this universe, even when it does not feel like it. This conjunction was not a message that was intended for the masses. It was a very specific, personalized message that was designed for you and your unique life experience, and you are here because you were always meant to receive this information at this time, and you are not here by chance. The timing of this event was not random. It aligns perfectly with the challenges you have been facing, the insights you have been seeking, and the transformation you have been longing for, and that your connection to this message is not a coincidence. It is a deliberate act of divine orchestration, designed to call you into your power. The challenges, the opportunities, and the very specific knowledge that you have gained has all been designed to move you forward, to align you with your authentic path, and to help you understand that you are a unique expression of the universe, with a very specific and meaningful role to play, and you were always meant to hear this. All of the challenges, the insights, and the revelations that you have experienced were essential for your personal growth, your spiritual alignment, and your evolution, and that every step of the journey, from the highest peaks to the lowest valleys, was designed to bring you to this moment so that you would be ready to move forward into your full potential. The discomfort that you have felt was not a sign that you were going in the wrong direction. It was a sign that you were ready to move into the unknown, that you were ready to move towards a new understanding of yourself and your relationship with the universe. This journey has not always been comfortable, and that is always true for any period of deep transformation. But know that you have not been doing this work in vain, that every single moment has been pushing you towards the next phase of your journey and the next phase of your authentic self. True transformation is not about avoiding the discomfort. It is about embracing it, knowing that the greatest growth always comes through integration, and that it is always through facing the challenges that you are able to access your full potential, and that the unknown is not something to be feared. It is where the greatest gifts reside. It is through the dismantling of the old structures that you make space for something new. It is through the dissolution of illusions that you begin to see more clearly, and it is in the chaos of uncertainty that you find the very specific guidance you are looking for. This is a process of expansion, not a process of contraction, that is designed to help you become more of who you are and less of who you are not, and to honor all the parts of yourself that are ready to be integrated. The most important thing that you must understand is that you must actively embrace the change and transformation that is occurring, rather than resisting it, because it is through surrender that you will find your power. Resistance only leads to more chaos, more confusion, more suffering, and that the more that you fight the current, the more chaotic your experience will become. But if you choose to release the need to control and instead surrender to the flow, then you will move forward with greater ease, grace, and purpose. And in the surrendering of what was, there is the opening to what is yet to come. This is about the flow of your life, and that it is always designed to rebalance, and it is not a choice to fight it or to move with it. You always have the choice. The old patterns, the structures, and the beliefs that you have been holding onto were never designed to last forever, and that they had to be dismantled in order to make space for something new, and that this was always part of the process, and you were always meant to get to this point. These old structures served a purpose, they helped you get here, but they are not meant to define you or to hold you back from your highest potential, and that the process of dismantling what was is not an act of destruction, it is an act of creation, because in the dissolution of the old, there is always the seed of something new. The breakdown of what was is always followed by the building of what will be, and it is essential to recognize that both sides of this duality are important, because without one the other cannot exist, and that life is always a dance between these two forces. The challenges that you have experienced during this period were not random obstacles, they were very specific catalysts that were designed to bring you clarity, purpose, and a deeper sense of meaning, and that all of the struggles were designed to guide you towards your authentic self, and that it is through these trials that you have found your strength, your courage, and your inner power. The question that you have been asking is, what do I need to let go of? And the answer is always, what no longer serves your highest potential, but the specifics of that are something that only you can truly answer, and it is through self-reflection and by engaging with your intuition that you will discover the specific details. You were always meant to find your own way, because that is what it means to be you. This transformation is not a one-time event, it is an iterative journey, and it is essential to understand that the evolution of your soul is a process that continues throughout your entire life, and that it is completely okay if you still have questions, if you still feel confused, and if you feel like you haven't fully integrated all that has occurred. This is a journey, not a destination, and to remain present, to allow for the cycles of breakdown and rebuilding, and that this process will continue to unfold, and that it will always be showing you the next steps of your journey. It is in the continuous process of reflection and in the ongoing connection with your intuition that your path will be revealed, and it is only with this understanding that you can truly begin to feel at peace. Now, a new question begins to emerge. What will you choose to create in this new reality? This question is not an ending. It is the beginning of the next phase of your journey, and it is vital that you step into this new landscape with courage and an understanding of all that you have gained. This is not a completely different path. It is a continuation of the one that you have always been on, and that all of these transformations have been specifically designed to prepare you for what is to come. The tools that you have gained during this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, the self-awareness, the self-compassion, and the intentional action that you have learned will be absolutely essential as you step into this next chapter, so do not forget them. Your experiences, your questions, and your insights are not only valuable to you, they are also essential to the collective evolution of our species. So please share your thoughts and your stories in the comments below, because you are not alone on this journey, and your willingness to show up, to be authentic, and to share your truth is a gift to the entire community. Each unique perspective is important, and it is through the sharing of our stories that we can all move forward with more compassion and more understanding of the very unique journeys that we are all on. This is not the end. It is just the beginning of a new cycle of growth, and as you move forward on your path, know that you are not alone, that you are supported, and that you are always guided. And so please, like this video if it resonated with you, and be sure to subscribe for more insightful content as we continue to explore these powerful energies together. Until next time, take care, and remember that your journey is always unfolding perfectly.